Earlier tonight in our video talking about Trump's appearance at the Super Bowl, I briefly mentioned how Taylor Swift was massively booed by the audience, whereas Donald Trump was massively cheered, and you saw that in the opening clip here today. And I really thought that would just be a brief footnote in that video, right? Like that was it. We're just going to let it go. Haha, Taylor Swift got booed. Let's talk about this for 30 seconds and move on. Except it now turns out in the hour since that apparently there is a lot more to this Taylor Swift story than that meets the eye, and Donald Trump is viciously trolling her about it, and since he's not going to let it go, then I'm not going to let it go. And there's also, I didn't even know about this, but just found out, there was a drama earlier in the week leading up to the Super Bowl as Mr. Pfizer, right? Travis Kelce, who is Taylor Swift's boyfriend, actually made some statements now that everything has changed that were like mildly defensive of Trump, and that dragged him into this drama with his girlfriend, and people were saying, oh no, how dare you not defend Taylor Swift? It's this whole ordeal, and so we'll bring you that story here today. Firstly, a couple things. Number one, make sure you subscribe, okay? If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. That's the best way to ensure that we can keep doing these videos. And of course, number two, I know I'm already going to get a lot of comments like, why are you talking about Taylor Swift? Who cares about her? Why even give this attention? Well, I think it's important for a few different reasons. First and foremost, I think it signifies the changing relationship that the Democrat Party now has with a lot of these celebrities. Because as you saw in the 2024 election, they used to rely on the celebrity endorsements, carrying them for a long time, and mutually exclusive. The celebrities always handed over their endorsement. And now that we have Taylor Swift seemingly like backing off of her kind of war, her feud with Trump and her liberal politics, just trying to go quiet and not talk about it, I think that does signify something. And secondly, objectively, it's just really funny. Okay, honestly, that's the primary reason, is it's honestly just really funny. And with that said, okay, in order to understand what's going on here with Taylor Swift, I first of all just want to point this out before we even get into that. And this is objectively true. Okay, this is proven by science. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, right? Let's talk about Travis Kelce and his girlfriend. Travis Kelce won 2 Super Bowls before Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris. Ever since Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris, the Chiefs have won 0 Super Bowls. So I just want to make that really clear to everyone. Again, this is backed by science. Trust the science. The logic there is impeccable. I don't want anyone even questioning that. The Trump curse is real, and the proof is in the pudding. So there you go. This is like more true than the theory of evolution. I'm just saying, okay? And you're just going to point that out. All right, but that's okay. Let's just get right into it. All right, so to understand, I think, this story, we have to start from the beginning. We have to start from the 2024 election, because as everyone knows, back when Joe Biden was the candidate and Taylor Swift was like on her tour and she was at the height of her popularity, she really stayed out of politics, and it was sort of an open question what Taylor Swift would do in the 2024 election. But of course, when Kamala got in the race, she went on Instagram and endorsed Kamala Harris, and it was this big thing. A lot of Democrats thought to themselves, and they were saying that Taylor Swift is going to win the election for Kamala Harris because she is so massively influential, and this is going to be what ends Donald Trump. And of course, Donald Trump, back during September 2024, responded on Truth Social after Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris by saying the following, as you can see right here: I hate Taylor Swift. And of course, by the way, I think this is actually Trump's single most liked post ever on Truth Social, according to Benny Johnson, which is really funny. But the liberals were saying, oh no, no way, Trump can't say this. He's already screwed enough by the Taylor Swift endorsement. He just pissed off everyone in the world. And as you can see right here, it's just one example from September 16th, 2024. You know, this person is saying that Kamala Harris is going to win all 538 electoral votes because Donald Trump criticized their beloved idol Taylor Swift, who, let's not forget, is just so influential. And of course, we know how that story ended, and we know who ultimately won in the end.
Donald Trump has become completely unhinged, and I don't think he's in control of himself anymore. His most recent deranged statement is aimed directly at Taylor Swift. It is simple, to the point, but tells you everything you need to know about his mental state. Take a look at this. There it is. I hate Taylor Swift. This is simple. This is, to the point, and this is completely deranged. This is not the message of a person that is running for president of the United States. Keep that in mind. This may seem really funny, but remember, he is running to be president, and there are many Americans that are ready to put that back into office. And as we get closer to election day, if the polls continue to move in Kamala Harris's direction, if the momentum stays at her side, if her rallies continue to be larger than his, this is going to get worse. We're going to get more and more of this, which is why we have to stay focused. We have to stay energized. And most important of all, we have to remember this November, vote.
So how did that turn out? How did that end? Well, here you have the chain of events right here, right? Number one, Taylor Swift endorses Kamala Harris. Number two, Trump shouts, "I hate Taylor Swift" on Truth Social. And what happens after that? Donald Trump wins 312 electoral votes. Trump wins the popular vote. Trump wins a GOP trifecta. And then hilariously, Trump then surpasses Taylor Swift in followers on X. Yeah, who's more influential now? Who's more important now, buddy, right? We were told so much about how Taylor Swift is gonna screw, this is it, this is over. You know, even conservatives in many cases were freaking out about the Taylor Swift endorsement. And in the end, it massively, massively backfired on the Democrats.
Swift just endorsed Kamala Harris, and I'm done. I don't want to be a childless cat lady like her. If you really love the cats, you wouldn't let the migrants eat them as pets. That's why I'm replacing all my stuff with end the wokeness stuff.
Voting Donald Trump, baby.
Jamie Jeffries, a law student and mother in Arizona, is a huge Taylor Swift fan and also a fan of Donald Trump. She says the issues she most cares about, abortion, immigration, and the economy, align with Trump.
I'm voting Trump because we need to secure our borders, also economically. I mean, the last 4 years have been insanely hard on everybody, and it's not getting cheaper.
Yeah, so I figure it was necessary to take that whole trip down memory lane. Firstly, again, because it's just really funny and entertaining to remember and go back on. But secondly, and more importantly here, I think it is important context to what we witnessed tonight, where in the same building that Trump is getting massively cheered, Taylor Swift gets this reaction. Again, who won in the end? We definitely know the answer to that. Now, ever since, okay, Trump is not letting this go, which is honestly really, really funny. You know, we always say, this is a very common phrase I heard about Trump basically since 2016. Well, he says the things that most Americans believe, but are too scared to say out loud. And I think in this case right here, okay, that's completely correct about Taylor Swift. I'm just saying. But nonetheless, okay, so we have here from Yahoo Entertainment, apparently Trump has been trolling Taylor Swift on social media all night after getting booed at the Super Bowl. And as you can see right here, Trump posted that video on Truth Social of them side by side. Donald Trump and Taylor Swift were both in attendance at the Super Bowl and by all accounts had widely different receptions. After being shown on the big screen during John Baptiste's performance of the national anthem, Trump appeared to draw mostly applause. Swift, on the other hand, was loudly jeered by the Eagles fans in the crowd. Trump himself took notice and mocked Swift on his social media platform, including and sharing a meme that read, "Trump gets massive cheers at the Super Bowl while Taylor Swift gets booed. The world is healing." So true. There is no love lost between Swift and Trump, as the popular pop star endorsed Biden for president in 2020 and Kamala Harris in 2024. Trump has since gone out and said the following. He said, "The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift." She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. So there you have it. Okay, the president of the United States is not letting this one go. But okay, so we basically at the point, right? Taylor Swift gets booed. It's kind of funny, but we also got to talk about the ways in which that couple, right, this Swift Kelce couple, seem to understand that the culture has changed, the vibe has changed. Because we also have a statement from Travis Kelce earlier this week that we got to talk about. And before we get into that, let's remember who Travis Kelce is. this. This is not some random NFL player who just like never talked about politics. No, this is literally Mr. Pfizer, a very liberal guy that we are talking about historically.
Didn't have a crazy game, and Mr. Pfizer, we kind of shut him down a little bit. He didn't have his like crazy impact game. Obviously, he had some yards and stuff, but I felt like for the most part, we played really tough on defense, especially the last 3 quarters.
So yeah, let's remember, this is Mr. Pfizer we're talking about. And that all brings us to the current drama and controversy that is going on, because Travis Kelce this week in the lead up to the Super Bowl was asked what his thoughts were on having Trump in attendance. And his response was to say, now that everything's changed, now that the winds are blowing in the other direction, which I think honestly, in both the case of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, is exactly what is going on here right now. He says, it's a great honor to have Trump at the Super Bowl.
So you guys, your reaction was to Friday on Sunday?
That's awesome. It's a great honor. I think, no matter who the president is, I know I'm excited because it's the biggest game of my life, and having the president there, it's the best country in the world, so that'd be pretty cool.
Okay, so on the surface, that might seem like a pretty benign statement. It obviously is not a direct endorsement of Trump, although it's sort of a friendly statement, right? He says, it's an honor to have him there. That's awesome. I respect the president, whatever. But of course, what people are bringing up and why this stirred some issues was that, it'd be one thing if this is just a random NFL player, but this is the boyfriend of Taylor Swift. And let's not forget Trump's infamous words, right? I hate Taylor Swift. So that's very interesting, because that started this whole basically controversy about how, people were saying that how dare Travis Kelce say it was an honor to have Trump there, because he's not standing up for his girlfriend. His girlfriend hates Trump. His girlfriend is in a feud with Trump, all of that. Well, now that brings us all to where we are currently, because apparently Taylor Swift has come out since in defense of her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. She says she has no issues with the comments in favor, I guess you could say, of Trump, which brings up a very interesting number of points. First and foremost, it seems like Taylor Swift is admitting defeat here, right? She is basically backing off. She doesn't want anything to do with the politics at the current moment. She understands if you swing for the king like you did in September of 2024, you best not miss. Okay, just saying. And I think she wants no part of it. But here's the article right here from the Daily Mail. So Taylor Swift reacts to Travis Kelce's Donald Trump comments as fans rage at the Chiefs star for not defending the singer. Apparently, all of the rabid Taylor Swift fans out there were going out and berating Travis Kelce for saying, how dare you not defend your girlfriend? How dare you not give a 15-minute speech about how much you hate Trump? You know how it goes. I mean, it's not surprising. But anyways, here's the response. Taylor Swift is, quote, not angry at boyfriend Travis Kelce for describing it as an honor to have Donald Trump at Sunday's Super Bowl. According to sources who say there has been no blowout between the couple over the Kansas City Chiefs star's comments. Gee, I want to say it's almost like they don't really care. Are we going to be serious about this? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, I really think both of them, beyond being liberal, they care about money. They care about their business. They care about their fame. And when they thought the culture was controlled by Democrats, they acted more like Democrats. Now that they think the culture is more controlled by the Republicans, they're just at the very least staying out of politics. And you have Travis Kelce being sort of nice to Trump. I mean, that's just how it goes. Okay. But I'm just going to point that out. I think they're grifting the whole time, essentially. And I think that was even true in the 2024 election, but we'll get into that later. Anyways, Swift and Trump's animosity toward each other is well known, with the president even going so far as to declare that he hates the singer. Okay. His shocking remark came after Swift publicly endorsed Kamala Harris during the 2024 election, saying that we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not by chaos. Diehard fans known as Swifties were left unimpressed by Kelce's comments, with many flocking to social media to express their disappointment and annoyance that he would speak so positively about someone who had disrespected his partner. Well, I guess if Taylor Swift doesn't have an issue with it either, then it's water under the bridge for all of us. Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying. I think Taylor Swift just understands it's best not to involve herself with going up against Trump anymore because, again, I think from her perspective, she probably thinks it's not good for business or she just doesn't want to deal with it, whatever. But anyways, though fans have been left furious, sources have revealed that Swift took no issue with her boyfriend's comments. Taylor is not angry at Travis for what he said, a source exclusively revealed to Daily Mail. Although Travis's quote was taken as he supports Trump, this is not what Travis said at all. And this is typical right here. Though Swift has not taken offense, her fans were quick to voice their disappointment that Kelce didn't say something that showed more support for his girlfriend. No, you didn't go Trump derangement mode. No. Talking to X, formerly Twitter, one fan wrote, "If my boyfriend says it's a great honor to have the man that slanders me constantly, I would break up with him immediately." Another stated, "No, Travis, it's not awesome or an honor for that man to be there." His whole answer was just yikes. And as you can see right here, you have all of the Swifties talking about how bad it is that Travis Kelce didn't go full TDS mode on the president. This is disappointing. Aside the fact that Trump is a fascist, LMAO, he has also publicly insulted your girlfriend multiple times. So there you have it, right? Kind of just funny to see. But look, ultimately, to close this video, here's what I'll say I kind of think, I guess, about the whole situation is at the end of the day, you know, Taylor Swift is a lot of things, and I'm not defending her. But I do think that, you know, ultimately she's smart at business, right? She kind of like knows what she's doing. She understands how to, you know, make a lot of money and be very successful and be very prominent, as you can clearly see. And I thought it was very interesting that although she did endorse Kamala Harris in the 2024 election, nobody talks about this. Did you notice that all she did was post one thing on Instagram supporting her and never said anything about it ever again besides that? Okay, because that's telling when you consider the fact that all these other celebrities like Beyonce, like Oprah, were going out there campaigning for her, giving speeches for her, right? Every single Kamala Harris rally, you had a celebrity concert and a speech and a cameo or something. And notice how Taylor Swift was never really involved in that. And I guarantee you the Kamala campaign tried, right? They know #1 artist in the world at the time. Yeah, we absolutely have to get this. So that suggests to me that despite them probably offering her millions of dollars like they did to Beyonce, she probably said no. And I think ultimately, like, what was happening there is, yeah, she got a little bit involved. She kind of did the virtue signal for Kamala Harris, probably felt pressured either by her fans or by, Hollywood or something to say that. But notice after that, she kind of stayed out of it, right? She understood, in my opinion, it was just not that expedient for her to get too involved, I guess, in the controversy of politics. And who knows, maybe she kind of thought Trump was going to win. I don't know. It's just all to say that I think ultimately what's happening now is now that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, both of whom I think ultimately care about business the most more than anything else. Like, they have no values. They have no principles, right? Now they're just seeing, oh, well, Trump's sort of in charge of the culture now. Look how much they cheered him. Yeah, Travis Kelce, I'll be nice to Trump. Taylor Swift, just not going to comment, not going to respond to anything about politics anymore. That's kind of how it goes, okay? This just goes to show you how bad Democrats have lost the culture, that I think especially in 2024, celebrities like Taylor Swift were scared actually of getting too involved in the campaign because they understood the backlash that would come. That just goes to show you we're in control of the culture now, not them, and it's a glorious thing to see. With that said, though, guys, let me know your thoughts on this whole chronicle, this Taylor Swift chronicle, in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, God bless and peace.